The skeptics keep bringing up that this is taking place on a closed road, a closed course, on a movie studio lot. How much promise do you see in real-world delivery of either data or demonstrations?
Look, the skeptics are right to be skeptical in the short term. There's something that Tesla has to deliver to safely have vehicles, autonomous vehicles on the road without a driver. And that's something called mean time between failure. And companies are trying to get to something that's equivalent to 10 to the 7th power, which is better than a human driver. And because Tesla's taken a controversial approach with just a camera and a massive AI infrastructure, people, including ourselves, are skeptical that they can make that happen in the near term. Over the long term, we'll see there are competing companies like Mobileye who are trying to enable vehicles to get to that mean time between failure, and also an autonomous trucking company called Aurora that's trying to get there. But they take different approaches. They're using multiple sensors, and Tesla's decided to use just a camera, which is interesting. We don't think they'll get there in the near term, but I think most people expect that.
Do you have any sense as to how the stock may trade going in and out of this event?
It's a great question. I mean, look, my sense is that expectations are pretty low, and I think there may be some sort of wow moment when at the event where they show that they can leverage this massive AI infrastructure they're building to animate and give life to robots. Because the title of the event is called We Robot, and that obviously doesn't just include Robotaxi. So I expect that they'll show that all the NVIDIA chips that they're buying, these massive data centers that they're building, they're going to use that to enable a robot army of workers as well.
Is there regulatory risk to worry about here with this future?
I think, well, from an autonomous driving perspective, certainly, because I think that over time, as regulators dig into the algorithms that enable the autonomous vehicles, they're going to want to know exactly why cars made decisions that they're making. So when you have a massive AI infrastructure that doesn't have software, hard-coded software rules like other companies are trying to follow, and God forbid there's an accident, well, they're going to want to know, well, why did the car make this decision or that decision? And based on, at least what we can tell, based on the infrastructure and the software and the AI that Tesla's building, it's very hard to know why their version of Robotaxi made decisions that it's making. Now, other companies that we mentioned, Mobileye and Aurora, there are hard-coded software rules that let regulators and people know, well, if a company did this, if a car did this or that, they can understand the decision-making of the vehicle.
Hey, finally, George, we always like to ask what portion of your price target on Tesla accounts for just the core auto business?
It's a great question. So what we've done with our model so far is we assume that there's going to be a ton of margin improvement over the next several years, 4 to 5 years. And that's based on people adopting full self-driving on traditional Tesla vehicles at an increasing rate. That's going to significantly help margins over the next 3, 4, 5 years. In addition, in terms of Robotaxi and robots, we don't have a lot built in right now because, frankly, we don't know when this stuff's going to hit the road. We're pretty skeptical in the near term that Tesla could have a robot or a Robotaxi army, call it in 2 or 3 years. It's probably going to be later in the decade and into the 2030s. And our model goes up into 2030. Just for now, we're building in increasing FSD take rates and a reacceleration of their auto business.